See, they are pretty active, so I'm not worried. Looking closely at observation, you can see that they are bringing in sacs of pollen, so my assumption is they are queen right. Do have open cells of wet nectar, but really they don't like to take into these plastic frames too much, probably because I didn't add any wax to it. This is more pollen and nectar. Yeah, same with this frame too. It's all empty. Old drone comb, some pollen, nectar. More pollen, nectar. There are brood here. Yep, so there is a laying queen. Lots of brood on the next frame. Drone brood. That's very heavy. But you can kind of see cap brood. This side there's more cap worker brood, bits of drone brood. Another beautiful frame of brood. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Frame is the same. There's more brood. I'm not going to disturb them too much. I know that there's a very strong number of bees here, so we'll close them back up. So there are a lot of cap food stores, wet, open nectar cells. I only checked, what, 5 frames maybe, and I've seen enough. I know there's a queen in there, and it's really, really hot here in Florida. So without further ado, ventilated inner cover back on. Top cover back on. I'm going to stop this camera and I'm going to go back in the house. Not sure if that colony is going to need another box or not. I'm going to have to wait and look at the bottom brood chamber and take a look. Now let's take a look at hive number 7. Hive number 7 apparently was from a walkaway split back on July the 5th, so let's go take a look at that next. Empty on this side. I do see some bees over on this side, so can you guys see? Let's take a look. So you might see here a couple frames of bees. Yeah, again, this is a medium, so that's just a frame of honey. See if the queen's been laying up here at all. No, we have an empty frame on that side. Got an empty frame on this side. Again, we got some kind of a old chewed out queen cell. We got open nectar and pollen here. The bees look healthy. I don't see any deformed wings. To be honest, I don't like seeing this old dark comb. More open wet nectar. Wet nectar. This looks like newer wax. Lighter color. Still empty. This frame here is a plasticell, not touched. Looks like a drone comb. It's got open nectar. I don't see any eggs or larvae or nothing up here. Same, this is all open nectar, pollen. Same here. See, they kind of gave up drawing. I got to feed this colony. They got a lot of open nectar pollen, but definitely the queen has not laid up here recently. No signs of eggs, no signs of larvae. I don't see any hive beetle. I don't see any deformed wings. Bees look healthy. The only concern with this top box here is the color of the comb. I'd rather have nice, cleaner wax. So I do have some frames to rotate out. Let's take a quick peek at the bottom. Okay, so this is all empty cells, outer frame. Got a little bit of capped, but pretty much empty for the most part. Okay, this one has dowels. You can see I tried experimenting with dowels instead of fishing string. I mean, maybe they got off a little bit there, but this is just an experiment. It's empty. There's nothing in them. Okay, it's getting a little overcast and cloudy. This is open nectar pollen. Really unused for the most part. There is certainly room for a queen to lay, though, that's for sure. So nectar pollen. More nectar pollen stores. More nectar pollen. We got more nectar pollen. And I am noticing a little bit of a old cell, probably. I'm a little concerned at this point, not seeing any frames of brood. More nectar pollen. Same on this side, nectar pollen. Got more pollen. Pollen. Okay, this frame has eggs. We got uncapped larvae. We do have some queen cells that are likely old. Here. Here. That one. That's what I wanted to see. Aha, okay. We got finally to the 9th frame, and there we go. That's a nice frame of brood. That side too. So that's all we want to see. I will leave the top box on for now, I guess, just in case they feel like moving up. How about I put these frames back together slowly, and since that frame, there's no brood on either side of these frames, so I'm going to take a fairly recent one and put it between here. And then slide these ones together, sliding these ones back. Well, just hope I don't squish the queen here. I would have liked to seen the queen, but you know what? That's for another day. I try to limit my inspections to 10 minutes at the most with the covers off. This is Southwest Florida. We do have a bloom going, but I don't want to promote robbing here in my bee yard. So hive number 7 appears to be queen right. Bee population is questionable. I say it's okay. I will need to come back again and check. They had plenty of open nectar pollen. Almost a concern of mine is being honey-bound. The brood chamber did have a lot of open cells of nectar pollen, but we'll come back here again in a few weeks and we'll checkerboard with some new frames if we need to.
Boom, 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 boom.